line that majority of Jamaicans youth see how committed our parents were to this thing called PNP, right? This figment of their imagination. I know they were in love with this abusive relationship and they expected us to carry on the mantle. But when we see the fruits of freedom labor, say it now bear no fruit, right? And we decide to say, no, sir, me now walk down your path. Because remember, said that was the Jamaica that once was, right? You cannot deny the fact that Jamaica gave their loyalty 18 consecutive years to this monster, right? And we suffer school days, we suffer with teenage.
18 years now. We're not 17 years what the taxes where man them collecting, brother.
Yeah, alright, and we suffer, you know.
We suffer what the taxes.
As youths going to, alright, as youths going to school, you know, we remember we suffer, you know. Remember when we got shop go buy season, you know, and one all-purpose season. Remember when we got shop go buy half of bread, quarter of bread. Remember when we got shop go buy what it name there? Paws, chicken back, go buy thing. Remember when we got shop go buy around chos. Remember when we go to auntie neighbor, go beg auntie neighbor money because mama can't go, mommy can't go, or grandma can't go. But you as a local youth thing say, go beg Squitty $100 so we can cook later. Right? Half stick of butter and them look at it. Remember them thing there. We grew with them trauma there as youths in the Jamaican society. We grew it and we ask people about and ask bro. We live them thing there, bro. One pair of shoes, right? Start the school year, any school year, and I see same pair of shoes, bag tear and the strap bust there, so khaki pant, khaki button bust out there, so and you can't look for your next. We live them thing there, bro. And we ask. So when we see, and then when we look to our parents now, when political time come, them say them a PNP. And them get excited about this thing where I eat where the resources of the country. And when you do your investigation and you ask yourself, what is this PNP? What is this PNP thing doing for the country of Jamaica? And when you look, you find out, say them a drive per hero. Them live at Red Hills. Them live in a mansion. Them scandal, pan top of scandal, pan top. And you have to say, me now follow that the trend and not the party. That's why when you look now and you look on the ground and you see so much young youth like me, right? So patriotic. Sonny Dan and them other man so patriotic about the Jamaican Labour Party. Because we see the tangibilities of the changes that them had put in the country. We now and the truth we try to put in is that we're not partisan enough. And like I say, majority of the Jamaican Labour Party supporters that I know are not partisan. We can count on and most of them when we know, as what Barry say, when the ship are sink, they must sink with the ship. We can count on and we can probably say Chuck and we can probably say Chopper and we can put a couple more on the list so we know. But most of them when we meet, it's because if what Andrew do in the country, there is no metric where you can look towards and put it towards the Jamaican Labour Party and say them are failing in that area. There is none, literally none, in comparison to what was, right? There is no metric that you can pose to this administration and say they're failing or they're not addressing or they're neglecting any particular area, any way, shape, or form, right? So when you see them old dinosaur, they run back on PNP, no. We never done that, bro. The changes we are running down, the new Jamaica. So that's why we're confident about the third term and the changes of Jamaica are going on. You get what I say?
Yes, I. Sure, man. Well said, 100. Well, I know. Look here from Jamaica 87. Long time not talk. 87.
It's critical. Dominex, man, I'll be something right now. Dominex.
Alright. G keeper.
I mean, I'm going to show you say at PMP I go vote for Labour, right? Look on that video when we see today. We'll show you that video.
You're going to big box?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll play that video. I'm PMP this attack. Yeah.
Yeah, put it straighten it in ice cream. Yeah.
Persons that are living out of the community, let us know them. Let us call them. Let them come and put the eggs beside the bed.
Hold on there.
So let me see. Alright. For those at the back.
Hold on there, brother. Pull up. Yeah, man. Rewind. Pull up.
For those at the back. Come on.
Persons that are living out of the community,
Yes,
let
right.
us know them. Let
Yeah.
us call them. Let them come and put the eggs beside the bed.
Mistake to make.
I will.
Most mistake to make, you know.
I will Scotty. Scotty.
Jaja.
In PMP, I go vote for Labour, right? Without you don't need you don't need no more. You don't need no more proof.
I would that.
Let us know them. Let us call them.
Yes,
Let
I.
them come and put the eggs beside the bed.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, say, this is just one video, 100 live, because there's another video where the PNP they have their motorcade, and a woman was speaking on the microphone, and she said the same thing too. They might play the music, you know, you hear the time comes down, and the same thing, she said, put the X beside the bed. Same way. Same way.
Hold on there. I have name, son. We have name 100 live.
Me don't know what a person here. I wanna blog up and expose it. But I don't know who the man is.
And that is not AI. I know AI.
I'm not AI that. That is not AI none at all. You know AI that.
Man say, boy, we know them, we don't call them, we don't take classes, make them come back in and put the eggs beside the bell.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You PMP them know
Why
what
them
them
have the bill on them mind, man?
They know what them have vote for Skitty. PMP
Inside, them have to vote for the bell. And that style.
And that's style. And that's style.
Hey, Squitty. Squitty. Not interview a top comrade, you know, must say yesterday night she do it. You can check it out. She attacked him, and the man know say, Andrew, say the GLP have to go win this election to save the PMP. You understand it now, Squitty? Because them a plan to because them a plan to go attack it to take it over. You saying? Because it now gonna be pretty up there. It now pretty up there, no Squitty, because here go on everybody over there rise. Saying, and them have go get out the whole of them people if go farm up back a different thing with the original PMP then. Saying,
Yeah, because they want back the party, you know.
yeah, so he must say.
And them overthrow them and take over the party better.
And you him say again, him say, listen to me, don't believe say Peter Bunting or being no security minister. He's going to be the finance minister because the two of them are banker. That's why you
And
think
he
bank
don't
would
want-
bring
yes.
back.
Which is
So one
right.
will be prime minister and one will be the finance minister.
Yes.
See? So he must say the only way to save the PMP now, come back the upper work road with them there. Well, after is Andrew Holness have to win the general election. And them say him say it now gonna be easy because it will cost a whole heap of something up there, brother. Police all get involved up there. Watch your go on, Scotty.
The ancestors are work, man.
Yeah, man. And them judgment come now, Scotty, man. All the bad things that them do and what them do to the Jamaican people.
Well,
and
and
fit sacra-
well, and next time, say the councillor from Warleston, Northeast Manchester. Look like him playing some high grade down there before you go up on stage. The man say him know them. I want to call them, tell them come out of the community, come put their eggs beside the bell. Nice and beautiful bell.
That glorious bell. That one.
Play it again.
It's current.
Run it again, brother. Run the track.
Yeah.
The one that sleep. Run the track.
It's sweet one. It's sweet one. No way.
Run the track again. We play a big box. Run the track again, brother. We play that about 3 times. Run it there. Advertisement.
And you have to. I him say it, you know, and them say it, you know, and I win.
Attack.
Out of the community. Let us know them. Let us call them. Let them come and put the eggs beside the bed.
Yo.
Ja.
You don't know
Beautiful bell.
The persons that are
how. You don't know how you make him out sit this up.
community. Let us know them. Let us call them.
Yes,
Let
I.
them come and put the eggs
I'm
beside.
sleep, I'm mad out,
Yes, I.
I'm mad out, I'm sleep, I'm mad out.
That the pan in mind, man. I got the pan in mind.
Mad out,
I got the
mad out.
man.
Yeah.
Next stand, coming at the back.
Say, you know, the man them know who them have vote for already, Squitty. They know who them
Next
have
stand.
vote for.
Yeah, they put up chip till we find next stand. Yeah, man. Judge and man say put this community, you know, go call them out, go find them and tell them put the egg beside the beautiful bell. Judge. Yeah, man. Who wants to let me back to bring up next stand there?
Squitty, you know, me want to say something else to you. It's the same like how when you be like them when you're host and when you look.
Youth man, Squitty, youth man.
Alright, so you
You come
have,
back.
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
8 months. You have 9 bucks in total years plus the 8 where you use the co-host, right?
Yeah.
And when you look, every night you can find 8 labor rights who willing to stay here and defend with party and talk with party and push the message of the Jamaica Labour Party. And that evening comment section, you have 500 odd people, almost 600 people up on the live. And you don't see one person volunteer as a comrade to come say, let me contact to the party. You don't even see them in the comments. And when you do see something like time come, that's what they add to the conversation. Time come, JLP are going to lose.
Some of them used to come up, you know, but you see, through them and come and go and disrespectful and go and
Yes,
call
but
propaganda, me just lock them off.
that's our problem now, Squitty, because they cannot hold a
No, them don't want a credible conversation and talk good and thing and try to hold a reasoning. Them come up with this thing and I tell lie and I call the man thief and the man that and him 28 bank book and pure garbage.
Yes, and that is what I am saying to you. It is no different on the ground. It is no different. You cannot have a conversation with them. You see, any moderate comrade where
Them arrogant, man. That's why I'm not bother with them.
them whole them corners, may I tell you, you see, comrade,
They
them,
want to keep getting in trouble and we have to go bail and all them thing there.
no, not true.
You always take them on, you know, when them come out like that, you know, so we kind of make our head, because hearted, you know, ram.
But me
Oh,
say at
Squitty.
the same
Listen.
thing. All right, Monday gonna the nomination day, and most labor rights them hold happy. We are ring with bell and we find fun and we enjoy ourselves. You see, come with them, cause I was there. I was standing there when I sat a pass with the crowd right there. They swell up, they ugly up them face, and me I say, yo.
You jump out.
I would want why you so upset? Why you so no go win and wanna win? Why you so upset? Why your face look so sad? There is no way me could have honestly believe so my
Why
party.
would I complain, you know? They want to complain, I'm complain, and of course.
All them a ball straight man. Same like how we there son attend to one of them at the same way on the ground. You hear me I tell you, Spitty?
Yeah.
I've been following politics from me a little pitney long before me have a vote. From the days when labor rights, them be like labor rights have leprosy. Like when you say you're labor rights, everybody will look at you with scorn.
Yeah.
Me not new to this. I mean, I tell you, say, Squitty, right now, when me I look and see, say, me can't lie down home and chill. Me not have to dep on the road every day in a hot sun. I look vote with my MP because she put in the work. The comrades then come and then tell you the same. They say, Kizzy, we are just PNP and we not switch. But we can't have nothing negative to say towards the lady. And at the same thing, they can't have nothing negative to say towards the
All you have to tell them to go vote for her then.
No, me tell them to stay home. Because I know them are hard and come and they not change. And them tell you to say they not vote against her. Them tell you that. Then just say we put our color and we have band because we have PNP already. But that's it.
Yeah, man.
That's it. And as right. They are old. They are the older people and the young people. It's a whole people I tell you this.
Yeah.
Yeah? A young
right.
youth now.
What are the kids? Let me hear what Chipina say. What are the kids? Don't leave. Chip. Chip, what you say?
Yes. To be honest with you, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you.
You hear me?
Yes, I.
I hear and me did want to talk about, man. How Ian talk, brother. I don't really like how Ian come off and where man come with. You get me? What go on in Jamaica right now, brother? I don't see in no way, no farmer way, when no Labour Party MP are going to lose them seat. Labour Party more gain seat than lose seat, so we can't see where it
so
get.
Good. Why would they lose and them work hard? Can we see development?
Why would they lose? So, but I know, to me, him privately a campaign. I know him probably a hear me, but how me I look on you here and it look like you privately a campaign for Mark Bowling.
No man.
You hear that?
Oh, Ian, man. Ian, this
I
is
don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, sir. No, man. No cheap.
Maybe they don't share mine, you know?
No, I don't think Ian is campaigning for the PNP. And I know where Ian is coming from. Ian maybe just don't want to say it because me have comrade people me talk to. Strong comrades too. And they are confidently saying that they are going to win. And I have been questioning what them plan to do. How them plan to win this? Why are they so confident? What do they have up their sleeve? Because the fact of the matter, you know, we can't count them out, and that's how we are telling people them say, don't say we win, go vote.
Exactly.
Don't say we win, go vote. Because
Go vote.
Yes.
So it is quite possible that Ian and some comrade brethren were rate, and them are telling people, and they put that down in the ear.
Exactly.
I could have Friday.
I would appreciate if everyone.
No, but watch this, Kizzy.
No, Chip,
watch
Friday,
this.
right? Hold on the tip.
Yeah.
Today a Friday, right? Yeah, normally PM workers them on a Friday. And they normally have a few drinks. It never sound like him have none tonight.
No,
but last time him come here on a Friday, I see him argument in come with and when him talking to listen, this is what I want to hear now. I want to hear that the Jamaica Labour Party is going to win by 50 odd vote. So you hear him come out here now and test the waters. Him really mean it. You know?
Very personally speaking, you know, me would appreciate if every Labourite have to see that mindset that we here and have, you know. Because just complacency is a thing, you know, right? And you want to make it big, to know so we're in a risk to lose the election because we get comfortable and feel like so we have 55 seats, so we don't have to do good. But you see when the thing say you have 28.
But 100, when we're up on the ground, me I tell us no, me not hear nobody else say we have it. Me hear everybody else say, can't wait to go vote, me I tell you.
Alright. Yeah, alright.
So no complacency, no innate.
Alright.
The Labour right there ready to go vote. You know me say this evening? I say to my neighbor them we are PNP same way. I complain say then can't walk on road in peace. Every time people see them people say shower and then tired. Why you think that happened? Because it is a overwhelming lot of Labour rights. And like one time me as a little girl me have to walk in a party and me have to upset my face because me was the lone Labour rights where everybody go and proud.
I'm the alone, so Kizzy. I'm my grandmother, I'm my grandmother, auntie, Miss Navlet, and Miss Juni, of my side of family in Amelia's district was the only Labour family.
You hear me? If so much PNP can come out on even TikTok and when people are talk to them and tell you say PNP are gonna lose. There is no way nobody supposed to declare or say regardless of what you're saying, you might have a point, you know, my brother, but as to me, I say, how much PNP attacks that Mark Bowling are going to lose and them are going to lose the election. We're not supposed to have thinking to say we are going to lose it now. See it, my brother. Much less 11. No, man.
Keep away, man. That's all now way.
That's all now way.
Tomorrow
watch this. Watch this 100. Watch this.
55. You say 20.
100. Watch this. Watch this. Andrew Holness confident at the election. Well confident. You see him relax? You see Andrew relax?
Not just Andrew Holness. Not just Andrew Holness.
Our JLP party.
Chip. When last we hear from Gen when we Gen Sector, we don't see make an appearance today in Hanover, right? But other than that, when last we hear from Gen Sec, we don't want about confident. Look on a Kamina Johnson Smith and a Christopher Tufton at the presser. Look on a Apka Fitzhenry. Look on a Favor the other day. Look here, guys. We team no. Look on this. Guys, look at me.
Last night I sleep. Me see this one man asleep on stage, you know, the other night, you know, 1 o'clock at night, you know, I'm up watch them, you know.
Look how Nesta Magana enjoy the campaign. Remember these people never campaign in the 2020 because of COVID, you know. And look on down at Clarendon, he is having a fun time, a ball. Look when you see Damian Young. Remember, you know, when you see Damian Young, remember Damian Young taste defeat, you know. So you must know when campaign feel like, you know, and when look what the man does my inner a clean self, you might hug up everybody. When last time you see Michael Phillips? Tell me.
We have somebody. Kizzy, what's your name there now? I campaign for we. Lord God, TV there this morning.
Karen Cross.
Last night, me there on our live. Last.
Me think say Karen Cross.
And all Karen Cross I do a bun PNP.
We could have, hey.
All she had a bun PNP. Me there on our live last night.
Video me in a shop, me jaw up and grown. Cause in my mind, you know, me I say Karen Cross a bun them out, but what Karen I go do? Karen I go turn her yard for election.
Nah, man.
Man, she a come out, man.
Yeah, me have a tape with her when she say she go vote the third because that not say she a Labour right. That means that she's patriotic.
Yeah.
She can vote for her country.
Karen and Labour right. We already know Karen problem
Yes,
and Karen.
yes, she's patriotic and she want the country to move forward, not go back.
And not only that, Karen is a PNP. Karen and a writer. And she true to the fact that she's a PNP. But me hear people say the Bellevue patient over YouTube a crash out for last night. Me not see it because me not watch them. But for you see all them the people start a scream out and a ball out and yeah, then what they already say.
No, say the TLP them a go win. That's why I'm telling you to wake up.
Right, 11 days in and him a crash out. Remember, you know, 11 days to go. Well, we can call it 10 now. 10 days to go. It is going to be a September, remember. Again, Jamaica Labour Party.
Guys. The only thing I'm excited for now are the manifesto. Very, very, very excited for the manifesto release. Because they're not playing the manifesto no
Because the
time.
man release it on the platform with thousands and thousands of regular people.
For the people. It is for the people.
Right,
Release it
local
for the
people.
people.
And on the top of Naris.
Alright.
Yeah, man. Alright, I call you from Dexter. Navi says she want to come back up in her box. Who want to Navi her box?
They can come down split him, you know.
Alright, Clyde. Yeah, respect my brother.
Big up Dexter.
Big up.
Yeah, well, we're there, man.
Yeah, Dexter.
I was on Silburn's live earlier this morning.
Tony Silver.
Well, yesterday morning he runs a live. You know, he leans more towards the PNP, but you know he's a logical man. And let me tell you something. I was just talking to those PNP people on it, and what I get, these people are almost near to admit that they're going to
Oh,
be.
Dexter, let me give you one clarity. Don't say Silbert is a UIC agent. Just so you
No,
have that.
no,
Or he's a,
no, 100 live. Me know Silver years
no,
now.
man.
Him used to host him live them all over Instagram years ago. Him and Punkus is always a guest on his live. And he is a PNP member. He's a member of
yeah.
PNP. He's
Well,
Me hear
PNP.
the Patterson man, UIC.
the impression I get, the impression I get,
Silver is PNP.
yeah, the impression I get is that he leads more
Him living
to
in
the
England long
PNP
time
party.
now. Him living no lean. The man a PNP. He maybe now one up on TikTok, on in live them whichever. But me I tell you no, so me used to sit down and go on in live them up on Instagram or YouTube. Him used to host. Him is a PNP.
Oh,
Straight
but me tell
PNP.
you what happened the other day. The other day, him and the UIC, but I got them on a live. He told them alone in the box, and them a take up people one by one. And him has said things like, well, as an ambassador for this political movement, he not said the word. He said that specifically, right? Like, and I see a placard, a poster. I don't know if it's still
This
there.
is Sandy there. Sandy says brother was a PNP.
I don't know if I recruit him recently, and he might do some things for them because him have.
Then recruit him for not 100. Him is a PNP. I remember say them people are PNP too. You I see a PNP.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. So
You I see man come from me live already. I me interview him and tell him tell mother stanch come right. In a PNP you them a PNP. Now listen to them. Anyway, that's not sorry about that. We just
No, man, that's all right.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, I kind of pick up from how he reasons and his argument. But, nonetheless, he sounds logical and he's objective. And, when you put an argument to him, then he comes full circle. But you can tell where his leanings are. And I tell you, Squiddy, when you talk to those guys, you, Blair, was on it. And some others were on it. And let me tell you, they are so confused. They don't know what to do because this campaign is just blowing them out into the sea. They know the only thing they kept repeating is that the prime minister is a thief and the prime minister is corrupt. No substance. You ask them for the evidence and they have nothing to show. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna implore everybody and all the people who are listening and have an intention to vote for the JLP. I said it here last night and I'm gonna say it again. Elections are won on the day. It's not won the day before. It's not won a week before. It is won on the day. Everybody should make sure that they go out early and they put their ballots in that box. Don't become complacent.
I don't spoil none of the ballot them.
Yes. Don't be complacent. Don't say, boy, we have won already. Make sure that you go out on election day and go out early too. And make sure we wrap up this election. People are saying by 1 p.m. I say by noon, we wrap it up for Andrew Holness. Because one of the things, Squiddy, where PNP like to do, they like to buy votes, but they buy it later in the evenings.
Yeah.
So when you go out and vote early, they don't even have a chance to come to you to come bribe you for any vote.
Yeah.
Because you already voted already. So go out early. Let us not be complacent. Let us not say, boy, Andrew look good and him win already. Right? The elections are won on the day. So we go out early and we vote. Because clearly they don't have a message. They have nothing to say. Today you listen to the press conference coming from the PNP and the things they were saying. Some of the things that they were talking about the JLP launching manifesto at their rally. You wonder how does that even become an argument for them? Clearly they are confused. They have no message and they have nothing to tell the people. So we have to understand right now. The wind is blowing for us, and we're on the right track. We have a prime minister who's out there on the ground, traversing the ground. I was with my MP today in Central Westmoreland, George Wright, and the reception. We were up in Petersfield, Squiddy, and the reception that we got on the ground. We went into some little corners that were prior to now PNP corners. And trust me, the way the people came out to greet Mr. Wright. There were people there who were apologizing to him for what the PNP did to him and how they treated him and what they were saying about him. You know? So I'm telling you that people are looking on and they are seeing what this government is doing. They are looking on at the low crime rate. They are looking on at the low unemployment rate. They're looking on at the economy and see how stable the economy is. Inflation has been the murder rate. Inflation has been lowered and the dollar is stable. People are looking on. You know, somebody was making the point earlier about how back in the day people used to buy half a butter, big Gilla aisle. Nobody not buying all them stuff again, you know, Squiddy.
Yeah.
You know, things might be pricey, but you don't hear anybody complaining really. When you go to the supermarket, you should see how people trolley full up. You know, because people are working. People are eking out an existence. So,
well, I go straight now to a brother here. A brother here say, we not support man with beat to man. So, how not support man with unalive woman and say them dead in them sleep?
Well, until he has the evidence and he can provide the evidence, I don't know which man beat which woman. We have evidence.
But the man in that jail right now, them know say the same bullet come out of the same go when fight na the woman punani.
No, but we have evidence of people who are sitting on the PNP side.
Ask him who named Basil Wait and where Basil Wait used to do. That's him for asking.
Yes, and we have evidence, not only that killing, we have evidence of people who are sitting in the parliament, right, who beat their wife under them clothes, and they have to run out of the house naked, go to the station, go report them, and were charged.
So he's unalive.
So I don't know what he's talking about. What he's talking about.
I said I want to come to change the conversation, but you see, Squitty, may I say something to you, right?
Yeah.
Alright, I toured with my MP and I give you an update. See, Dexter now tour with his MP and he's giving you an update. You need to find persons from the other constituencies who have been on tours with their MPs and let them come and give you about the same feedback. Ask feet at night time when you go live. Make people come up and tell you.
Yeah.
Now we have.
You need to talk to the people when they're on the ground. Talk to people.
Look who you find Navi, because Navi they're on the ground too. Navi. Hello, Navi.
I mean, they beside our phone, but may I say, Sonny Daddy give me a good update to it. And Barry is supposed to be on the ground too. Barry, tell you what go on, Barry.
No, and Sonny can give you a good update because Sonny tour several places. Sonny several places. Sonny has been in several different constituencies.
Sonny that talk about earlier tonight.
Yeah, I did I listen him when me come in the day or same way.
Yeah.
Right, you know, so I'm not up on the ground still, you know, but I've been following the Prime Minister's live. I watched him in Montego Bay. I watched him in Hanover. And tonight, I mean, I was pleasant. I watched him in Mandeville, right? Manchester, Rothermore, Crawford, and South Manchester, with Ian Ives. And I mean, to be honest with you, I was 1 o'clock at night. The crowd that was there waiting for the Prime Minister was superb. I mean, it's unbelievable that people would be out so late waiting to see their Prime Minister. The kind of traction that I saw coming for the Prime Minister and the Jamaica Labour Party, I've never seen it before. I mean, the closest I've seen...
Say man is a lost soul.
Yeah, the closest I've seen this, Squitty, was when Portia had her bus tour some time ago. I know people were kind of raring to see. I think it was in 2011. Right? It was at that time I lost the election because it swung to Mama P. Mama P, I had the lead going into the election, but Mama P came and dropped a crowd in my square, boy. I couldn't manage it, you know? And I couldn't come back from that. Squitty, when I saw the young people, the babies, the children, everybody is just Andrew driving on the street, everybody. I mean, you hear the people, Andrew, 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 because you know this loudspeaker is passing in front. This happened in the 1980s when Edward Seaga was touring Jamaica. And I remember clearly when Edward Seaga was touring, there's this man in front of him. The green van behind us is Mr. Seaga. The green, I don't know if anybody remember that. The green van behind us is Mr. Seaga. And at that time, as a child, I ran out of the school and he stopped at the school gate and I actually got a chance. My father was on the campaign trail. And I ran out and I got a chance to meet with Mr. Seaga and say hello to Mr. Seaga for the first time. In the 1980s, I was at primary school. And Squitty, this now is what you see happening here is coming out of Mr. Seaga playbook because he toured the country and he was very popular in the 80s, just like Andrew is popular now.
You see the video with the two local boy will get them
the tablet and the smiling. Squitty, tonight there was a little situation where a little baby girl came out and wanted to take a picture of the Prime Minister. They lift up the girl and put him on top of the vehicle beside the Prime Minister and he held on to her. Yeah, and took the photograph. And Squitty, this is unnatural. I mean, it's not, like it's not something that you see putting on and people see it.
Yeah, man, they naturally have love, man. The man for the
people
man.
See this coming out of the Prime Minister. I mean, the Prime Minister stop and you see my run, go hug up people and people run, come hug him up. Him now wait for people come hug him up in a Squitty. You see people run towards him and him run back towards them. You know what I'm saying?
So and Barry is hooking up both PNP people and PNP people.
That's right, I mean,
Yeah,
and people are so proud.
You man run over and go hug him up and take picture with him.
He's setting the stage, Squitty, for the future Jamaica, Because I'm going to tell you something. This is when these kids grow up and realize that they have a picture with the Prime Minister from when they were a child. These children will not become PNP,
No.
Barry, when I cut your Barry, I don't hear on the talk about the two little girls who say them not bathe and them not go wash them.
Yeah, that was from the very early stages, right? And when the Prime Minister gone, oh, we not bathe tonight. So,
I want to see that video there,
You know, so that's one of the most beautiful.
You know,
so that's one of the most beautiful thing about this campaign.
Look at girls, so I now wash me and the Prime Minister touch it. I now be the Prime Minister just touch me.
But the kids
and guys,
don't really look here. Don't really look here.
Well, I'm here.
May I say, if you're really looking at me, I have a video where I play. But if you're really looking at, we see all the kids there, it's like, I don't know what happened. If the teachers, them teach that this is the Prime Minister of Jamaica in school, but him just have a persona, him have a superstar flair. When him grow, the kids just start panic, them and scream, them excited. Most missy people are crying.
100 more, you send a video in the inbox, with the man say put the X beside the bell.
And Squitty, the other thing that I saw tonight, right, is that they stopped in a town. And I saw some people were clearly that they were PNP and they were really, really upset.
Yeah.
Because they saw the crowd and their party cannot match it. And they were finding every reason to say why the traffic is blocked up and why this is happening and why that is happening. But they know if it was their party that was doing the tour, right? And there was a traffic, they would not be quarreling. They probably would just stop and join the parade. But they became upset because it is the Jamaica Labour Party. And so quickly what you find is that the People's National Party are becoming angry. They are trying to do everything to kind of show, and it's not making them look good. I saw somebody telling Mr. Alwyn to go suck her mother,
The same boy when you lock up, we get locked up.
So basically, guys, it's like Jamaica Labour Party is really, really making progress, and I am supremely confident that this election is won by the Jamaica Labour Party.
But Barry, that's what they...
Free that little boy.
Yeah, man, we did the one there.
you were endorsing Andrew Holness
It's ready tonight, yeah. Today one,
the
yeah.
last
Right.
general election. Question: are you still endorsing Andrew Holness as Prime Minister in this general election? Well, that's a good question. Yes. And for those who were calling me dunce and stupid, I have now passed my PIP exams and I aspire to be a neurosurgeon and will one day become the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Yes, sir.
I may be young, but I do know about things.
One expression.
Nobody's talking about the salary increase for government workers like the nurse and policemen. Nobody's talking about the crime rate that has been reduced. Nobody's talking about the jobs that are being created. Nobody's talking about the people who received concrete and not board houses. But the main thing that I appreciate is the procurement of these school buses.
Yeah.
Us, as children, will be much safer. So yes, I admire Andrew Holness as our Prime Minister.
Yeah.
1 p.m., third term.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Then you never told Prime Minister of it, you know. You see,
Don't put it past them, man. Make them G, man.
Yes. You see when the man attack, when man talk with feelings, brother.
Passion. But don't put it past them. Don't put it past them, Skitty. But me I tell you, say, at them, you know, them will carry a mantle for the next term, you know.
Them a pick them mother can't vote for the PMP, you know.
Future generation, them, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Them see what go on, you know.
Of course, them see what go on. This is them idiot. I think them idiot. Them smart.
Well, brother. The man say yes. And nobody's talking about the crime record down and most of all the school bus. I'm gonna make them more
Mention Finsack.
and the big old
You
stuff.
mention
And them, man, they look quick, yeah, man. And the most beautiful thing on the campaign when we love see how the kids them interact with the guy. Because look on the fuck, yeah.
Alright,
If
but
you have
hold
a
on,
school-
guys. We're talking about everything, but I want to say this little youth just passing pep and I go high school and him fully aware of what's happening in the country and in government. And you have some big grade 2 people who are coming and contact about Prime Minister at 28 bank account. You see what I'm talking?
You see, we have Tari.
School bus.
We have this little youth, yeah. So Tari just pass him CXC. This a youth just pass him pep. We need one little that come from basic school now.
Well, you see, look how we carry that good. Run into the
But
ground.
what's look on the like?
My rubber right.
You never see the one. You never see one little girl who say, me a 9-year-old. I me know this little girl says she a 9-year-old. Look here, my 7-year-old niece and my 9-year-old niece I talk about politics and I talk about Labour Party. My 7-year-old niece asks me why me a Labourite. She want to know why me a Labourite and me a no PNP. And me have to sit and explain to her why me choose Jamaica Labour Party. You understand? I'm gonna play with these children. So when you never run towards all this and
Right.
Did you see that one where that little boy, they were trying to bribe him?
Yeah, I was
one day with me at, man. I want them with me at. I want them with me at. No.
You bribe him, no matter what they tried with him. The man have to buy him a drink. Him no want it. Him have a
Man say, it's a $200, yeah.
Run. Little boy run and say, go away. You Labour right.
So I nah switch. I don't want no money.
Navi, you can't talk now. Navi. Why Navi, you say you want back your box, I'm put in a box and you're not talk.
Navi always a gun left for her phone. You must have drop a sleep. I love that, but she want.
Maybe.
Navi.
What is, let me show you one real logics we apply to the kids them we are talking about now. You see, our kids, when they grew up in Jamaica, despite the situation or the circumstances where they grew up in, we can always refer them to, and say there was a man named Andrew Michael Holness, right? That was that came from a poverty lifestyle and he became the prime minister of this country, right? You cannot do the same thing for this British man, right? Your British man cannot.
Navi, you joke with the thing, you know. Where you doing?
We not joke. We not
That
remember.
joke with the work, you know. Every time man I call you gone this and you gone around this and what you do?
Spitty, I'm back now. We're back now.
You play the work, you know.
We're not playing the work, Spitty.
My
You
eye.
step on the road. You tell me what go up on the road. Yesterday you say you tell about somebody about trees.
What?
We
What
hear
say?
something.
No, what
You
you
say
say?
you're gonna talk about somebody but with trees when they come in.
Oh, Mark Goling.
Yeah, yes, Mark Bowling commit trees and
You
depends
run
on the
off and
government
you tell
to
me
help
nothing
them
at
out.
all.
You never tell about that, Navi.
Oh, when I say him go to overseas investors and I bring down the country like what Bunting did. Oh, that's what I was talking about. That he orchestrated a whole march on.
You never did tell me. You should have said something where you ain't do.
Oh yeah, I said him commit treason if for some places like China, Mark Goling beheaded long time. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yes, you can say it.
So you dip on the ground today? You can't tell what going on in the constituency they wanna circle.
Oh yes, I was with Delano today and we were in North Central and then we went to Donovan. We went to Donovan and he was just doing a mini walk and it was it was very good. But he tired. I almost I did halfway, but more alright.
That Donovan Williams at that one.
Yeah. We
So
went to
the
say
book up on the meet where them in a half come and see them a meet down here today.
oh well that was on the other side of the community with the wait place name again. Hanover Street side, yeah. Hanover Street.
Street, let me there.
Yeah, and it was like, and the people in Miller say that even on nomination day, he imported crowds from and all over to nominate him. So now today they were keeping their meeting. I guess he might import more people, and the people are saying those are not Central Kingston people. Can I need to exercise? You ever walk? You never yet walk beside the PM or one of them MP. You think them walk like robots? Anyway. Yeah, so yes, Kitty, it was very good. Like every time we go to Central Kingston, every time we're in Central Kingston, it's always a pleasure. Like the people really love them MP. And every road and every lane they walk, Donovan can point to something that he has done in that community. So he's working. Yeah man, he's going to win and they know to. The people just have to just come out and put the egg beside the bell. But from the momentum, every single walk, even if it was a surprise walk today because the people weren't informed and it wasn't a normal crowd, but it was still a lot of people come. But the last time when we went, it was a bigger crowd, but it was still a good amount to know that it was just a pop-up spot meeting basically. I think we're going back.
Mr. Mark Bowling down here today, I tell them say this man is at the next MP.
Squitty, if it's nomination day, Squitty, and you can't get the people from the constituency to walk with you, how are you gonna win that seat? If you have to import people for nomination day, this is nomination day, not this is the day you show the type of support you have. And on nomination day, I don't think anybody should be importing crowds. And he was importing crowds. It wasn't like it was a motorcade or anything. He was literally importing people from other constituencies. And I know for sure because I saw a specific person in his crowd when I come from nowhere, Central Kingston, or that person is literally would be from Eastern St. Andrew basically. And I saw a group of them. I wonder what them people that do down in Central Kingston. nomination.
No.
Let me tell you this quickly about Central Kingston.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why the Reverend was winning down there all the time is that he was Ronnie Tweed. Say what you may about him. He was a kind man to them, you know. And Central Kingston, on both sides, they have this mentality almost where they like to look.
Kind man to who? The PNP them.
The PNP people, yes.
Oh,
Yeah, man, he was very kind. Yeah, man, he was
not
very.
the people of Southside.
No, man, yeah, he was very kind to them. You know, he was very giving to them, and they have this kind of mentality that the PNP people them down there, that they like their member of parliaments to be like their fathers, you know. And yes, and even they like to see that kindness in them. And one of the things that Donovan Williams engender is that he's a very kind fella. He's a very giving fella, always willing to help. When they call upon him, whether you be PNP or JLP, he's always trying to find a way for them. And if he can't go 100, him try to give go 10. You know, and they like that about him. And they see that. And when you go down there and you talk to the PNP people, because I have some relatives down there in Almonton and they're staunch PNP people. But when you talk to them, there's one thing they'll tell you. Boy, I'm a PNP now. But you see, Mr. Williams is a kind man.
Yeah.
And right then, I'm going to
It's good to beg you big back for me get a little entertainment.
Yeah.
But even when Almonton, them a change up all for labor right on, you know.
Yes, there's a lot of them changing up. I'm telling you, a lot of them changing up. That's what.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, want me to bring it up more up on the screen so I can.
And me going out, and me coming in. One thing that on my mind, Andrew Holness will. And if God's give me life to see tomorrow morning, and me have the understanding, say me a go for real. Me not go sit down in them plane. I'm sitting on the wing with me 2 foot them a swing and I say, Andrew, you are king. So he did take me say, no say Andrew fi win. From Kingston to Sparling,
Andrew fi win.
From Mobile to St. Catherine,
Andrew fi win.
from Tasman to Pine Hill,
Andrew fi win.
from Mobile back to Nigriland.
Andrew fi win.
One thing I like with Andrew Holness, him do the right thing. He make sure born in a Jamaica and not in a foreign. So Andrew for the fat, you know, Andrew for the slim, and Andrew for the thick, and Andrew for the thin. If election run tomorrow, Andrew bound up win. Who may say very on Jamaica, Andrew they win.
Shower to the world, guys.
That's Quitty stand left there, that's Quitty.
The band don't quit it.
Run it again there.
You know me going out and you know me coming in. One thing that on my mind, Andrew Holness will. And if God spare me life to see tomorrow morning, and me have the understanding, say me a go for real. Me not go sit down in them plane. I'm sitting on the wing with me 2 foot them a swing and I say, Andrew, you are king. So he did take me say, no say Andrew fi win. From Kingston to Sparling,
Andrew fi win.
from Mobile to St. Catherine,
Andrew fi win.
from Tasman to Pine Hill,
Andrew fi win.
from Mobile back to Nigriland.
Andrew fi win.
One thing I like with Andrew Holness, him do the right thing. He make sure born in a Jamaica and not in a foreign. So Andrew for the fat, you know, Andrew for the slim, and Andrew for the thick, and Andrew for the thin. If election run tomorrow, Andrew bound up win. Who may say very on Jamaica, Andrew they win.
Big tunes quit it. Yes, I. Yeah, man, they were nice.
Yeah, man, and those could are the sentiments right across the country. Trust me. People are gravitating towards this prime minister. People are seeing him as a winner. Trust me, and he's gonna bring a lot of Labour Party MPs across the line. Yeah, man. The sense what you hear him singing there is what is being reflected on the ground. Trust me.
Kitty, me just remember what me dad said. Me just remember.
No room at the time when you're walking. Like you're moving too drunk right now. Man, where you going with over there now?
No, Skitty, my brain I work overtime.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh Skitty, you see, I was saying the press conference that the PNP had today. You see, everything that Donna Scott Motley and that Fish Boy said, is literally what Andre Stevens was telling them last night, because he was saying that PNP people are calling him a panic.
I say, oh, if them still can win the election, blah, blah, blah. And he was talking about, oh,
And disappointed at the continued acts of political vandalism and
Hold on,
intimidation.
hold on, man. Make you finish that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
yes. So he was saying that PMP people are calling him a panic, and he was telling Dayton to turn it up on them. Basically, he had about, oh, when come like when I sleep and ray. So he was panicking in himself, and he was talking about Jamaica, I'm not panicking, ray. And he was calling all the PMP bloggers. Exactly, he's saying, but when I can't make these people come and basically like win the election, but that's what he's saying. But turn it up on them, una sleep, una. And he was telling them to call a press conference. So I'm saying everything that you see them doing is actually his idea, because he was saying it last night. And he called out every PMP blogger name, all of the crosses them over here. And basically I called them name and tell them say about how much them for give them some messages to send around, and then don't have to pay them. And one blogger he's basically saying to push the propaganda more because it's not working at this moment. So he was telling about send Donna Scott Motley and that fish boy out and the laborites them today, which is today. They called a press conference that did not make any sense. Because how are you criticizing a party for bringing their manifesto to the public? And they know that thousands of people,
the right place, they have to release it.
but the thing is, they know that everybody will be tuned in, which is a very smart move by the Labour Party, because even PMP will be tuned in on Sunday, even though they're going to have their own mass rally.
Massive crowd.
Yeah, and I think to show you, Squitty, the fact that he was telling them what to do to show you these people have no strategy, they're out of moves basically. Like the chessboard is about to flip and they're out of moves. And I don't know why them sent out Tomlinson thinking he was going to cause to stir something up, or Donna Scott Motley. Donna Scott Motley's already compromised me because she already told Jamaica that Bunting and Golding cannot be trusted. So she being the campaign manager, the campaign spokesperson, shows they have no real talent over there, because them claim them have how many bright people, and yet their campaign team is just based off propaganda. They're basically out of chess moves, so they have to listen them to their bloggers at this moment.
Remember, Damien Crawford, the brightest man in the universe, you know.
So, Skitty, look out, going into next week, Skitty, look out for a new propaganda to start, because they're out of moves right now. He's telling them that people are they're losing faith, Skitty, that the PMP people are calling them and they're losing faith. So they smell that defeat is coming. But he's saying that
they don't have nothing to campaign on, literally. They don't have nothing. They did a try education in the last half, but the recent results that came out cripple them education move. So I guess that's what they said, Squitty. The only thing they can campaign on is $1 billion.
And I will tell you this, that it's starting to happen when I say the chessboard is starting to flip, because people are already starting to blame Dayton Campbell for this election loss. People are already starting to blame him. And the rhetoric is that it is his fault. They told him to leave Andrew Holness alone, saying that people from inside the PNP hierarchy is saying that
hold on,
Dayton will reside.
Hold on there, Navi. Squitty.
Yes, sir.
What did I tell you last night? You hear Navi come back and telling you the same thing, sir? I told you and your listeners last night, that the same thing Navi is coming back here and she's repeating. It's the same thing I told you last night that I hear. That no, not the propaganda. That people are now blaming Dayton Campbell for losing the election. I told you last night, right here.
Yeah, true. You don't say that.
Yes, and to Navi go on, and Navi's are testing to it. Yes, I'm telling you, that's what's happening in the PNP.
So right now, Skitty, and this is not no propaganda me spread. Right now, at this very moment, you have people in the PNP hierarchy. Their higher ups are saying that Dayton after September 3rd will not have a job and will not have a seat because somebody said, we told Dayton repeatedly, leave Andrew Holness alone. and they still proceeded to run their campaign.
Goat man.
Yeah.
But
And
goat man, both the street got test the car glass thing, you know, cause I look like I got him on date and I forgot to. They got test
and the crowd that they saw in Eastern Westmoreland, Dayton, the reason why you see them so dormant is the fact that Dayton is trying to catch himself now, because he's saying now, what people are saying that Dayton is saying, like, he needs a seat, whether after this election he needs a seat. And right now at this very moment, it does look like he has a seat. So he's basically abandoning the PNP's campaign right now to try and see if he can get a seat. It's just going to be chaos all around.
Let me tell you something, Squiddy. Bunting over in southern Manchester is gaining no traction whatsoever.
Yeah,
not good. He's gonna lose because the people there are saying that they're gonna, especially in Alligator Pond, they are saying that they're gonna stick with their own. This man is from them. He was born there. He grew up there. He still lives there. He does business there still, and he's a family. You know, he's from a family. You know, that is very well pronounced in that area.
Yeah,
very respected family. You know, his brothers and sisters, his parents, the Ives, and I'm telling you, they are saying that they are sticking with their own. And as a matter of fact, the argument down there is that Mr. Peter Bunting should go back to Clarendon and go find his roots and represent his roots. That's what they're saying. They're not gaining any traction, and no amount of spend that is gonna go on down there can cause him to win that seat. He's gonna lose. And it is the same thing that Mr. Campbell is going to run up into when it comes to Danny Lawrence, because the people are saying in Eastern Westmoreland,
go back to St. Anne's.
Yeah, go back to St. Anne.
Can I say something, Destin? The thing with this election in Australia, you see, if you're an outsider, and you're coming from a different city, the people don't want you. Everybody is the thing is, I think one of the transitional things in Jamaican politics now is the fact that people want people from their parish to represent them, and I think that should have been the thing from a long time ago, because nobody knows their struggle like the people who've been around. So I think people think that people from them will better represent them because they know the struggles of what they are facing. So you are foreign to their constituency, or you are foreign to their community. So if them have somebody from them community where them can say, yeah man, we can give this person our vote because he's one of us.
Yeah.
They're not gonna put in a foreigner. So any person running for a seat now, everybody has to go back home. Even Jess down.
Yes, you're right. You're very right. You're very right.
Go back to Clarendon. What are you doing?
And for the gentleman that's running against Tova Hamilton too, Navi. What's his name running against Tova Hamilton? People are collectively now saying that they want people, Squiddy, who are from them, people who are not far removed from what their experiences are. They don't want Dayton Campbell down there in Eastern West. Do you think those people are gonna run away Danny, who has been down there giving them free ride on him bus, giving them free ride and trusting them rides on his taxis and all that stuff to go take up Dayton? They said they're not gonna neglect their homegrown person for a man that come from Yo-Yo. You know how many parishes you have to skip, Squiddy, to get to Westmoreland from St. Anne?
Yeah.
Dexter, but I heard somebody say that Norman Scott was hesitant to resign. I don't think he should have resigned from being mayor.
Oh, he resigned?
I don't know, but he has to resign to be nominated, I think, so.
Yes, yeah.
But why would he do that? Maybe maybe he started.
No, he knows he's gonna be. He knows that he's gonna be out of that job too now, because after the election, what is gonna happen is that Portmore is gonna become a parish, and without the Portmore votes, he can't be a mayor. Because if you take Portmore, away the Portmore councillors from what is now the St. Catherine, the so-called St. Catherine parish council, the JLP he's gonna have more numbers. So he won't be a mayor. He will only be a councillor.
But the
You
thing is, Dexter, look at the bigger picture. After this election, Mocha is going to be down there. Everybody is running away bit by bit. It's not even about saying that.
Oh yes.
Let's look at the
That's
bigger
another
picture.
story too. Mm-hmm.
Look at the bigger picture. People are running away. People are resigning because they know what's about to come. So why not take this escape, this slight escape, and say that he resigned because he's going to run for MP instead of saying he resigned because he knows the corruption that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you're right, Navi.
Well, I don't know Dexter a little bit. This lady named Joyce. Hello, Miss Joyce.
Hello, Miss Joyce.
Miss Joyce?
Joyce Patterson, your mic open.
Hello, Miss Joyce. Miss Joyce Patterson, your mic open. Can you speak, please? We'll take her out. Gusto.
Yo, Gusto.
Wagwan Gusto.
Gusto, unmute your mic, brother.
Yo, Gusto. Gusto, unmute your mic, my brother.
He's not ready, sweetie. Look in the comments.
Alright, we're gonna go and talk.
Yeah, Dexter. So I just think he's tired of being the scapegoat. And I also think what's his name? The mayor of Kingston, that incompetent fool. I think he will be resigning based on what is about to come. But that's just my speculations.
But a lot of them are gonna resign in Navi because
I don't think Swaby wants to take the fall for what's about to come. But that's just my observation. Yes, I think a lot of people know that their behind is on fire. And I will tell you this, Dexter, there's a lot of people behind the scenes, trying to beg the government to save their careers. And a lot of people will be out of careers coming September 4th. But that's just a story for another day. Not counting the eggs before they hatch.
You know, Squitty, it's kind of sad though that, when our politics would have come to this, where we have an opposition. I heard somebody say it, I'm not sure if it was 100 Live or it was Wizzy. But I heard him on a live saying we wanted a better opposition. An opposition who would have actually put alternative ideas to give the Jamaican people something to think about. Right now, even though we honestly believe that the Jamaica Labour Party is putting forward some very good ideas, the PMP right now is bereft of any idea that probably can move Jamaica forward. What we're currently seeing them do on the political platform is pretty much gimmickry. And their manifesto is not properly thought out. It's more like a pie in the sky set of wish lists that they really want to they went to their bed, thought about something, and think that, listen, if we probably do this, then we may be able to say...
Uncle Barry, can I say something before I'm not cut you? But you know that the people that are PMP are embarrassed by that manifesto,
Oh yes, and to think that we have the people are parading all around Jamaica saying that they are the smartest, and this is what they're able to come up with. Damien Crawford having actually
generated manifesto that.
Yeah, I've spoken at the manifesto launching by the Pegasus Hotel. He has not gone back onto the political platform anywhere and spoke of the manifesto plans. He has gone back immediately after that launch of the manifesto in Crossroad, gone back to the political platform with gimmickry. Instead of actually expounding the points that he has or his party has in the manifesto, he's gone back.
The biggest embarrassment when we see them put in their manifesto, them carry the government go court, finite.
And yes,
beat down needs how them a try put mark of the beast on Jamaica and the people they must reject it and this and all the money put in the manifesto, so they are going to bring in
digital identification, right?
Yeah.
And Squitty, it's the same like I just showed you earlier. Damian Crawford on the platform talking about roads that have been approved under Sparks.
Barry.
And how well these are completed, he will actually become the MP for life because JLP can't win back. And these were things that they were campaigning against Peter Bunting, Damian Crawford, and Mark Golden. Right?
Yeah.
Uncle Barry, don't forget constitutional reform.
That's it, you know? And you're talking about constitutional. Say you were to become the government, right? And you would have actually stonewalled the government's constitutional, the constitutional committee. Would you expect that you, being in government, would expect the support of the opposition for your constitutional reform? I would have never voted for Andrew if he would have supported them. And I know he's not going to win, I'm just supposing. Right? Because under no circumstance you could stonewall the Constitutional Committee and then expect to get the support of the opposition if you become the government. And that is why I know that we want this opposition, this Rise United, to get out of Jamaica, go back to their whatever practice they has. I mean, because right now, I mean, I just was reading an article that proven investment is even losing more money. And this is where these guys' money are tied up in. They made a bad choice when Portia Simpson won the election in 2011. Having sold the Darren Bunting and Golden in 2007 when Bruce Golden won the election. Right? They now decide that we're going to open proven because we're going to pursue their interest rate policies that we had under the PMP. Right? And guess what? They only got one term. And the moment Andrew Holness led administration came to power, and they started to actually do the fiscal responsibility and not going their interest rate way, this proven investment cannot function because they depend on government people to survive and depend on Chikini business to run their business. Like for example, Darren Bunting and Golden. Peter Bunting was the executive director of the government investment bank, right? And sold steel factory to Darren Bunting and Golden for 4 cents in the dollar. And 4 weeks later sold it for 11 cents per share. And actually made $70 million on a deal, and nobody talks about that as being corrupt. And there are so many other instances. And what we find, Squitty, is that we will not see these people in government because guess what? They are bereft of ideas, and Jamaican people want people who are able to bring ideas that we can say make a choice between the two set of ideas. Right now, we have a set of ideas that we can work with that we see being implemented. And we have a set of ideas that are pie in the skies. No, not clearly thought out. And right now it's just, the choice is clear. We have to choose. Even if we were looking for alternative, we don't see any. And what we have to do is to stick with what we now see. And we are going to be sticking with Jamaica Labour Party. And I'm asking every single Jamaican to look out of your two eyes. Look at what is happening. Don't sell out your children's future for one single phrase, time comes. And that's exactly what you'll be doing. Selling out your children's future and your children's opportunity for one single phrase, time comes.
And for people, Barry, who doesn't have their best interests at heart, and they're in the business because they're political merchants and political entrepreneurs.
That's it. And for people who are, people who see an opportunity, that's how. Listen, you see, if the PMP were to come in power, people like me and Squitty and other people who have been so vociferous and vocal about supporting the Jamaica Labour Party will never never be able to get a job in Jamaica under People's National Party government.
But look at how they are treating nationwide news. You can
That's
imagine a political party treating a news entity like that, and and then you have nothing being said from civil society. It is shocking what is happening, you know. And that is why, and when people say that IC has a vendetta against Mr. Holness, then people start to get up in arms and talking about the IC is non-partisan. No.
Next time I wrote an article. I wrote two articles, and you know you can write articles to the Observer and to the other Tariq paper cleaner. So I wrote the article and I said to whoever the editor or the person who received it, I said, please do not edit my article because that's what they have done. They're basically dumbing it down when you write to them, and that was the topic. Saying that the first thing that the PNP should do is apologize to Dennis Strong, and then I went in, and inside the article I was talking about nationwide and stuff like that, and the editor said yes, and they haven't replied and they haven't published that article too. And I don't know why. And I just asked them. The only thing I asked them is not to edit it. That's all I asked. Because I'm here wondering how is civil society dead? They're basically dead.
Yeah, because they have been quiet about what is happening, and you know these are the people, you know, Squitty, who were always championing press freedom. Now they don't have a word to say, you know, because in their view, nationwide is not carrying the narrative that they're not getting with the narrative that they are trying to sell the Jamaican people.
I heard that as they say that the reason.
Well, let me say something. I think Cliff them should have report them to the international media, you know, like the CNN and the CBS. And them station there and report them.
No, they can report them to the press association thingy.
Yeah. Why the press association not just local, more international. Because it's a wrong thing that the mother try to suppress freedom of press.
But they try to Donna Scott Mark, they tried to defend it today, saying because Nationwide said that their Gensec need a box, but I think Cliff just expressed what majority of Jamaicans are feeling about Dayton Campbell. Because, Kitty, let me tell you, you think a Labour Party people hate Dayton Campbell? PNP people despise that man so bad. It is comical, because I know PNP people that a staunch PNP elderly woman that I know that lives in my neighborhood said to me that she hates Dayton Campbell. She don't know where the PNP getting from. He's the worst general secretary they've ever seen.
And one of the most hated politicians in this country. A lot of when it comes to Dayton Campbell, a lot of people as a political actor, a lot of people really don't like him.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not very well liked. So
you know, I hear Horace Chang on the stage talking about this man who go down a Bend Down Plaza, right? And Horace Chang is never the kind of person who actually comes out and talk about those kind of things, you know. And when you hear Horace Chang talk about this market man on a Bend Down Plaza, you know it has gotten to people. It has gotten to me the moment he starts to speak. I don't listen to him now. And I'm unable to tell anybody what Dayton Campbell has said on any political platform, you know. Because I don't listen to him. The moment he gets up to speak, I tune him out. I listen to everybody else. I rather listen to a craft of doing gimmicks. But the way Dayton Campbell sounds on the political platform, I wonder, this man must be a real faggot, you know. Because no man no sound so, you know, brother. No real man no sound like that, you know.
He must have a day and night time when he go on.
Yeah, I mean, when you sit down and listen to the man when we speak, trace. I mean, yeah.
You know that the top narrative in the PNP, you know, like I'm born in him because they say he's vulgar and ghetto.
Vulgar and ghetto, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They say that, and he knows because listen, a lot of people don't understand that the night after September 3rd, The night of September 3rd, Dayton Campbell resignation will be at Hollow Road.
Alright, me call you from Jamaica first. Jamaica first.
What time is it? What time is it?
1 p.m.
Yes, Nave, Mr. Barry and Mr. Panel, big up on yourself.
Respect, man. Respect.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, there I give thanks tonight still. It's a very beautiful night on my side, so Manchester. Look, a rain star fall, the place start get green up and things, you see me? And from Monday activity, trust me, it's like a bombshell. Cause everybody was surprised. Nobody was not looking out for this turnout Monday. Until they said a bank to bank come down, brother. Me hope a labor right come first, but labor right push out, you know. And 80% of these labor rights was lady, a be a woman out.
Well, Jamaica first. I don't know if my wife is listening, but let me tell you something. I have to come down there, man, because I saw some of them women down there say my word.
You get beat when you go, man. My wife will shut your box when you go around there.
You don't you back me Bobby boat like
the man we are saying.
As me I say now, the turnout nomination and the FSO Manchester, trust me, it was awesome. And even when we went through the hill, come to Port to Alligator Pond, where they stopped for a while, have some refreshment and some food, and heading back on to Port. Half of the people them turned to Totenbush, go back to Port. Some of us drive to Prospect, Gutters to Spiritual Hill. Peter Bunting have a meeting up on the front there. And I tell you, say, you look now we're comparing to Mr. Ives one. And last night again, no. Monday was nomination day, and Tuesday the Prime Minister come through, Mr. Weekly, Arvin Hill, Rhoda Crawford, and Mr. Mackenzie. And I tell you, say, people depend on the road from about 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, when they're there. But the Prime Minister arrived, it was 11:47. And he left about minutes to 1 and them thing there, see me. And when we leave after a venue, after 4 minutes, reach my yard.
Then you know, you
show all the people.
That's a boy, oh, the man is a last soul. What am I doing in them, the hours at night and this and that, all kind of something.
Well, Squitty, here I go on. I don't know if you can familiarize with Central and Southern Manchester. I think I want either the second or the first biggest constituency in Jamaica. Because here I go on. We border to Clarendon, you know. See? And we border to all the short side, so. We border to Rhoda Crawford. See? We border to Nikhil Phillips. And we border to
Southeast. Frank Witter.
And we border with peace slowly, because about 3 constituencies meet up Gutters now, at the gas station now. And about 4 to 5 of them meet up in the bush. So Manchester was a big old place. I think last time I did what? About 35,000 persons was on the voters list. So, you know what I don't know now. You see me I say? And the Prime Minister tour the Prime Minister tour Central first and then come and study in Manchester. But here I go on, man. The PNP them kind of confused. Because even Mr. Go Polster, he might want next one again too. I come out with them false information them. Then honest me attack, man. I could have pulled him and read from where there. The first time he came out to do and say the PNP must have the JLP 6.3 points ahead. Now when you come back now, I say I did heat. A mistake you make with numbers. Or you have to be an international pollster and I make mistake with number. So I can go, sir?
Like I tell, man. I'm try to fix up something.
I check them and them check them like how they check the IC. And tell the IC them what them want to do. And the same thing, they reach out to him and tell him what them want to hear.
Jamaica first.
man.
Jamaica first. Oh yeah, say man. Oh yeah, you know go like you don't know what go on. I'm mad out the people them mad out. After Sunday, fully mad out everybody.
It's quitty. It's quitty.
Sunday again, him up here.
That time it's a Sunday them are fully mad out because when them done with the manifesto there.
Yeah.
Fully mad out, everybody fully mad out, every PNP.
Yeah. Well,
Augusta.
Quitty, when we play Anti-Dana before Augusta come, yeah?
yeah.
I'm the Augusta. I'm so silent fan with him now here.
Make sure you get up and go vote. And I joke thing this, you know. But no notice say all of the PNP them influence and everybody I should fetch PNP. Me I want no labor right if you never lie down in our house and talk about you know go vote and you know go get up and come out of your house go vote on the constitutional right. And some man when me see run up and down back of the Labour Party cannot vote. If you don't have one of this at Jamaica, you can't vote. See that? Everything for me depend it. My name, my date of birth, everything. If you don't have one of this at Jamaica, you can't vote. Labour rights, you don't come up by front of the line, yeah. So everybody I represent for them party, me I represent to see me. I one bro God, I one Andrew Holness. You know, get up and go vote. Him do a good job in Jamaica. Nobody listen to the PMP, them want to say Andrew now do not because them are come out for them prime minister. And we are come out for Andrew. So all I want to Labour right up in a country, up in a bush, we all both. Make sure you don't put on X beside the bell. And if you don't have one of these, you can't go to go vote. You name of the on the voters list. Remember, me tell you no, come out and go vote at politics time, at election time. Like how every country in America did have for them one a day. And you sit down and so you never want to jump when and you never go vote and the president win. So me I want all of Jamaican. Get up, go vote, top follow people, but you don't follow politics. And you have to vote if you have a prime minister, it is very right. So Labour rights, Labour rights, Labour rights, me a call you at the front, all young and middle age. Get up and go vote. The third FSC, if you don't go vote, hey, me I want you know, go vote. Alright.
Squiddy.
And I want to Labour right. Yes.
Hold on there. I want to say something real quickly though. From what Auntie Donna says, is that you need an ID. She's saying that she's suggesting you need an ID to vote. You don't. You don't.
I don't think that's what she's suggesting. That and if you don't have, even if you don't have an ID, you had one. At the moment you're on the voters list, it means that you had an ID at some point.
Yes. So you don't.
You can't find it, it means you can't still vote.
And so once you enumerate, you can vote.
Yeah, so once you, even Barry, even if your ID, you're a new person,
and you never
and if you don't get your ID, you never pick it up.
Yeah.
Once you are registered and your name is on the list, you can vote. So because a lot of people, Barry, what they do is because they think that because they don't have the ID, then they can't go out there to vote. You know, but you can go. And you just let the cluster supervisor knows, and then not the returning officer, what they call them, the poll clerk, will do their thing. Yeah.
Presiding officer and the
presiding officer and the poll clerk. Yes.
I don't have an ID. I don't remember. I don't know where's my ID, but I've voted every year because I vote.
And as somebody says in the comment, Barry, is that when you have the ID, it is just easier.
It's just easy.
That's all have to have,
just look for your name, and all you do is ask you a couple questions. When you have your ID, just give your ballot.
Yes. And they have your picture in that black book, you know?
Yeah.
It's there. Yes, you don't need to even bring anything else.
But the message is loud and clear.
Bring up petal now.
The message is loud and clear. Go vote. That's all we have said to everybody.
Yeah.
Go vote.
And if you haven't, you still have a chance to go pick up your ID. So if you are registered, you're enumerated.
Yeah.
And you still can go to your electoral office.
And go pick up your ID.
And go pick up your ID, because when you have your ID, listeners, it makes it very much easier for you to vote. You don't have to go through the hassle of having to go through that procedure of being sworn in and all that sort of stuff. So if you go get your ID, you can go to the office and collect it if it wasn't sent to you. All right.
Yeah.
Because it makes the process much easier. It's like 1, 2, 3 when you have your ID. You know, but if you don't have an ID, don't let that deter you. You still can vote. And you don't need a driver's license. You don't need a passport because they already have your picture in what is called a black book. So you just let if you're a laborite, you can talk to your cluster supervisor. Your cluster supervisor can have the talk to the, what is it called again, Barry? The presiding officer and the poll clerk, and they'll all do their thing.
Yes.
So, yes. So yeah, just to put that information out there. Not because Barry, she was saying if you don't have one of these, you know, and holding up the ID, so we don't want the impression to be given that you have to have an ID.
Yeah, you don't have to have an ID, but well, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
So Dana, right guys, so Dana explain things. She have her own language and her own explanation.
I'm not saying she's saying anything wrong, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want people to go away with the impression, because some people want to vote, you know, and they don't have like, for example, people who are abroad, because people are abroad listening, and you're coming down here, you probably had an ID, it was expired. But when you check, because you can go on the electoral website, you put your first and your last name in and your date of birth, and you can see it will just pop up and show you where your polling division is, and your name and what PD you're gonna vote in. You know. So and if your ID expired, you can still come down and vote. All right. So don't be deterred by the fact that you don't have the recent ID or the updated one. You can still come and vote, yeah.
Yeah, I think she like meant to say that if you're not enumerated, like you need to be enumerated. But I don't think she realized you can be enumerated and don't have the card. So that could a lot of people could be misled by that. So that's good, Dexter, that you explain it.
Mr. Cliff
on right?
Mr. Cliff Hughes, yeah man. Mr. Cliff Hughes said about fire back for the people who are fighting him, you know. No one play with him, I say. When I hear it already. When him say him not bow. Him not bow without them, and him still a go on in business.
Me never hear they can play.
Listening. Cliff Hughes, come on.
With our professionalism intact, we will not bow or cower to you. We will stand proudly with our professionalism intact. And that's why the debates ought to take place with the full participation of the major contenders for high office in Jamaica. Let us not lose sight of that. But, and this is where it gets rough on us, there have been attempts to fix the debates, to set the wicket, to give one or two of the parties an advantage. And that's what we're seeing here by Colin Campbell and the PNP. In other competitive democracies, where national debates are now almost routine activities in the run-up to parliamentary and presidential elections, the debates are organized by commissions of well-thinking persons outside of the political parties. The commissions or the commissioners have to so conduct themselves, you know, that they can command the confidence and trust of the public and the political parties. The best practice is that the commissioners choose a panel of moderators and questioners. Why? Simple. If the political parties are allowed to do so, what that would mean? They would have virtually veto power over that most critical of decisions in organizing the debates. Yeah, because in a free and fair democracy, there will always be perceptions about the journalists and commentators over time. Yeah. Over time, I've gone through iteration of being branded a dirty PNP boy from East Kingston. Turncoat now, labor right. Yeah. I've been at it for 40 years. I do commentaries. And therefore people form their perception. Wrong or right? So you cannot allow political parties to decide who is a moderator or a commentator. Because if you do that, we are where we are this morning, where one party, the People's National Party, says not one person from nationwide must be a debater or a questioner or moderator. Not one. Yeah? And what that does, it places all those journalists in danger of the political goons in the PNP. Not for the first time they are doing this to us. Not for the first time. What do they want? They want the Debates Commission to set up an accreditation committee of their choice, like what they had in the 70s. If you were not a committed socialist or comrade, you couldn't get a job in the public service. That is what they want now. An accreditation committee that says, oh, journalist A is one of us, so they must be on. Journalist B is not one of us and can't be on. That cannot work. It cannot work. You know? I told you the debate started in March 2002. And from then, they blacklisted me. From then, they blacklisted me. I think, and I say this with all humility, I'm one of the best this country has produced. I am one of the best. One Cliff Hughes. And they have always blacklisted me. And now, they seek to extend that. Because they are afraid of journalists who are smart, tough, know public affairs, articulate, and brave. That's why they want to blacklist us. The Jamaica Debates Commission must summon the courage and tell the PNP, enough is enough. You don't get to pick and choose the panel. Now, where NNN is concerned, they've been attacking us over the last 20 years, over 4 election cycles. They punish us in several ways. They put our lives at risk. From their political platforms, in front of their enthusiastic supporters. They encourage them to hate us. They speak openly of shutting down NNN. And that has become even more so with the September 3 elections looming. Well, I want you to hear me. After 20 years, you have not succeeded. And you will never succeed in silencing us. facing an existential threat as a media organization from the People's National Party. My staff feel threatened, abused, verbally attacked. They even fired shots at our location. And we have not bowed. We will not bow or cower to you. We will stand proudly with our professionalism intact. We'll continue to cover you all fairly in our news bulletins, in our commentaries. But we will never be intimidated or bow to you. Jamaica demands no less of us. My late great headmaster, Wesley Powell, told me, as a 12-year-old boy in 1974, entering Excelsior for the first time, you're all here because of your country. Your country is financing your education. You have a duty to make the best of that opportunity and to serve your country. I have chosen to serve my country as a journalist and broadcaster, public commentator. I don't serve political parties. We will not bow to you. Stop it. After 20 years, you ought to stop it by now. Learn. Time for the break.
All right, clear. Well said, brother. Talk out him heart. Man, talk out him heart, brother. I think him should have report them, you know. Betal. Our outlaw, what go on?
Morning, Squiddy, morning. What's a message, boy? That is like a testimony, brother.
Yeah, man.
So, if all the decent Jamaican people, because I know the Jamaican, no matter what it's Squiddy, we have more good people more than evil people. You understand me?
Yeah.
And if every wise thinking person can hear a speech like this and then wanna say them mutual. So I said to you, you cannot neutral. Because once you becomes a Jamaican, you have the right to be a free person and speak the truth. Why a person not go brand you because you speak the truth? Huh? Look at you, Squiddy. You're a Jamaican. And you decide to put Jamaican first and speak like a Jamaican. People are going to say you're a labor right. And you come out of the heart of PMP. Because what? You decide to speak the truth.
Sure.
Eh? Nobody no control nobody. That's why you say that's why these political people can able to come up and don't want to let go of a power because they want to control people's life. The power control is so sweet. They want to dictate people. They want to tell people what they can do, what they can't do. It's wrong. Freedom of speech is the thing, and that's what we want in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want no dictator. We don't want no people who tell you, say, you have to do this, and you can't do this, and you can't say this, and you can't, you know, say it. You understand? We want to speak as a Jamaican and as a free Jamaican.
Yeah, man.
Anyway, I go and land this, okay? You have some more at my common, you know? Big up on yourself.
Outlaw, you just weak.
Yeah, man. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, Lance Anderson. Lance. Hello, Lance, I'm mute your mic now.
Yeah, Father Squitty, morning, man. Just come in from Portland a while ago, man.
Yes, I. What going out there?
I like how the ground look, man.
Oh, yeah,
like how Varsland look, man. Varsland look good.
This Portland highway.
Varsland look good. Yeah, both of them, man. I pass me that pass through, man. My usual Friday juggling, man. Yeah,
So,
man. Every look you look is a mini motorcade.
Let me have me.
Green flashing lights.
No.
Yeah, man. Me like the visibility, man. Me like the visibility, man. Cause it makes sense, man.
Saying? Yes, I. So,
Because,
man. What you say? I sat now a chance up there.
I think you need to go back where I come from. I think you need to go back where I come from. But you know, something I wonder though, Squitty. Yeah. For sure, so them people are not really not serious about Jamaica, you know. Cause look on it. The brother where they are run against done in 2016. I think he run against Don again in 2020 and then he just tackle himself. You realize that I think I was Shane Alexis.
Oh, the
Dr.
brother
Shane Alexis.
Peter Phillips' son, you know.
Shane Alexis?
Yeah, man.
Different mother.
Hey, my Jack, because my mother used to be Peter Phillips' secretary or something.
Oh.
So you then give you a friend, man.
I see I look like my mother name Inget, man.
Oh.
You really feel like they're victory, you know?
You know what's like how you said, Lick that is not what take a look for you, you know.
Because you see more 40-40, see me like with Peter Phillips.
But what may I say? You realize if they put a candidate somewhere and the person lose, then they will stick around, then jump gone somewhere.
Poor hungry people, them, man.
For sure you said the aim is not to serve the people, you know. You lose, you're gone.
That's why you must go down beat Damien. Because it's a you must lose and steer the people in for 5 years.
You know have to tell me, man, I know that, man. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
I think from him retire out of the force, man, he just dip on the ground and run, you know.
He have a company, he have a security company.
Company, me know, man.
Yeah, Century Security, I think in name. In brother Barry Amos used to run it while he was police officer.
Century, one of them ones.
A Century, remember, but them for them.
Or a Serenity, one of them,
the most is
Serenity. I don't know something with why.
Them have one. Yeah, man, them have a security company up there, man.
Yeah, because there would be a conflict of interest if. Because you'd be a senior police and you can recruit active duty police for do security work.
Yeah, like Adams are run film business, you know. Adams have a security company too, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that, yeah.
See, great Radcliffe Lewis was the on the boulevard, man.
I'm a chief of security at JUTC.
Yeah, man. Hold on, what do you have to the other former commissioner or then they were JUTC?
I'm a executive director now.
Your name again, man?
Ellington.
Yes, Owen Ellington.
Yeah, I'm still amongst them.
I'm an executive director with JUTC now.
Yeah,
he was the chairman, you know. And
that's why if you take for everything drop now, man, everything. Because you put some serious people at the helm of things, man.
I don't go that. Them change the bus them to CNG and some electric bus. So them
the natural gas bus them.
Yeah, them not no gas the thief. Where you from Browning, no? So you say Portland good then?
Yeah, man. Portland and green skies all the way.
Alright. Browning.
Spitty, good morning, and panel, good morning.
Yeah, great. Good night.
I came from work about half an hour ago. Cause you know say GLP are no idlers. Anyway, let me give you a breaking news. We'll be having our public meeting in Samshab Square, St. James, and Sunday. Well, me I tell us Spitty, when I was coming from work since night, the place start green up already.
Oh yeah, say.
The amount of labor right, I come like they now go home. Spitting the police them down there, them block off the whole of the entrance, them already, them down there, they block off the entrance, them a big something Sunday, all road lead to parade to Shamshab Square Sunday. Spitting we have 5 minutes.
Prime Minister now come back home till after till Sunday night, you know. Come and go Westmoreland tomorrow. And then when Westmoreland, when he left Westmoreland, I go Montego Bay. So him not left him down all the west from last night.
I was from Thursday night.
From
you mean
Thursday night, yeah.
Right. On Thursday night. No, Spitty, I work at a hotel, a very large hotel. And you know, there's a lot of workers, especially young people. No, I don't only come on live. I work on the ground. Sometimes I don't have no advice because I have to be talking to people, encourage them, find out from them if they are going out to vote, give them reasons why they should go out and vote. And I'm doing a tremendous job on that. 100%. Because right now in my department it's green. Since night every little chance I get to spread the message and to show people the reason why they should reject those people from leading our country, and it is working out. It is working out, panel. And I'm appealing, you have what? You have 530 persons?
Yes.
I could tap this right. To 200.
Listen to the program right now. I am appealing to Jamaican people, don't be fooled by these PNP risers, because they are not real PNP. We would have lived the history of the previous government fall under the People's National Party, and yet it was not even though they have wrecked the economy. Even though they have wrecked the economy and then put in some policies where they went to IMF every minute and they tax us right, left and center. But we have never seen an opposition in the history of our country like this one. And it is very dangerous for our democracy. You know, I was saying to a lady since night when I was coming from work. We had a conversation, it was 4 of us. And we were saying that if we were like the PNP, the ones that were running up and down and saying time come, little did they know what they plan to do to themselves. Because guess what? Remember, this government is working, and yet everybody is on this government. Everybody is watching, everybody is criticizing. So this government have to, on his Q's and Q's, you have to ensure that he do the work of the people. Now, it's not on the other side. On the other side, what they make sure to do is to buy out all civil society group, including mainstream media. And that is very dangerous to our democracy, because should in case, although we know that God not yet we so, to make them go back in the power. But I'm using the word that should in case these people get the reins over this country, and they are not performing, and Jamaica people start to suffer. Who is going to come out to expose these people? Who is going to talk on behalf of the Jamaican people when they already buy out all the civil societies and buy out mainstream media? No one. So people do not do, they're looking at today and they're running up and down and saying time come. But they don't know what is hanging over our head right now. They don't know that they have to choose Jamaica to save Jamaica from these people. Put away party colors. Put away dieted. Because that is one of our biggest mistakes, and that's the reason why we do not move forward. We do not move further more than where we are right now. I went to Bahamas the other day and I spent 2 weeks over there. And Nassau is like, Jamaica is like 5 times of that country. And I went to a place over there where you drive over the sea. They call it Paradise Island over the Atlantis. And when I went into that place, water nearly come on my eye. I was so astonished. Because I never dreamed that for a Caribbean country that they could have a place pretty like that. I thought it was Paris. And I've never been to Paris as yet. But I thought it was Paris. Based on how attractive and the amount of tourists and the way all the place developed, I was saying, my God, I need this for Jamaica. I need this for Jamaica. We want to see our country in a position that we can collect more revenue to better people's lives. And we cannot take leaders who have a bad history. And we know for sure that these people are not capable to lead our country. And yet we are running up and down with the narrative, buying to what these people are selling. And we want to vote against ourselves. So I'm telling Jamaican people, wake up. And on September 3, make sure you go out early. Vote for yourself, your children's future. Right now, our country is at stakes because a PNP government have a problem with investors. And what they normally do is to give them a high tax burden so that they have to leave our country. And when they leave our country,
cut you. I just said that I knew somebody I said this evening, say the Indians and the Chinese say if the PNP come to power, them will left the country.
Yes.
You see, and a thing like that I go around.
Yes, and they create a lot of employment. I took a taxi. I took a taxi last week, Saturday. And the taxi man was talking about how Trump tell Andrew to run out the country, the Chinese them out of the country, and Andrew not here. And how we country pack up too much Chinese and I have to rebut him. I said to him, listen, stop it right there. And have some sense. Use your common sense. I said, you are out here running your taxi. Right. I said, you are out here running your taxi. Or you think you get passenger to carry? We are working people. I said, I am a working class. And that's the reason why I could afford to take your taxi. So if no investors don't come in our country and with lack of employment, you are not going to have a job as well. I said, use COVID as a perfect example. You remember when COVID was in and we had to stay at home? Don't a lot of you did not make any money. Don't a lot of you who trust your vehicle through bank has lost your vehicle because there was no income coming in. I said, think again. I said, there's no country that can run without investors. A government cannot employ all its citizens and will never. So these people, they need to educate themselves. Some of them, when you reason with them and you find out from them, why is it you're supporting a PNP party in 2025 when you know for sure that the people, those people are not capable? You hear them tell about them are dieted from them born. We have to let go off of that now. Let go off of that. Yes, vote for performance. Vote for performance and development. If you mean your country well and you mean yourself good, vote for performance and development. Stop voting for handout. Because a person can never give you enough handout to supply your needs. If you need to buy a bed or you need to build a house, no one will give you a handout so that you can buy a house. If they gave you $3,000 today, them no must have you and they will tired of you too.
Yeah, if every day you come a big, so.
Right. $3,000 can go to supermarket. So you cannot say you want PNP to come back because when PNP was in power, you used to get money. Those days are over. And that's the reason why PNP could not find money to pay civil servants. And it is very troubling to know that when PNP government in power, some of these civil servants do not want any raise of pay because they are operating on a wage freeze. And they have to take it and satisfy with it, and they cannot come out and say anything because their representative is a PNP and try to shut them up on behalf of the PNP. But now this government came in and give the largest raise in the public sector, but yet they're still coming out using politics to pressure the government. And it is unfair. It is unfair to the government because the government is trying its best to work with the citizens. This government does not come in and work as if he's working for Holy JLP. He's working for the citizens of this country. He wants to make our country better.
True.
So I learned this.
Yes. Good talk there. Yeah, man. Let me see who we're going to talk to now. Petal?
Yes, Quitty. I want to prompt a little piece more. I want this man will call himself a part of the Teachers Association.
Yeah.
How can you, right? You decide to be a part of Jamaica, and you under the Labour government, you claim you respond to teacher. But at the end of the day, you move your family and everybody and the whole I want to live America, right? And you can able to tell people, say, oh, they cannot do things how the way how them want to do things. Eh? What right he has? And him not live in a Jamaica. And him a try to run people life who live in a Jamaica. When a man can give you a job all through your life, he cannot give you money all through your life. So job is more important more than somebody give you money. Right? No matter how much money me send come down to Jamaica and give anybody, I cannot afford to give them. But if I send you something and you turn that money and turn it into something and make yourself be a person where you don't have to depend on nobody anymore. You depend on yourself because you help yourself that you can continue for your children, grandchildren. But how long I can able to give you things all the time? So I want Jamaican to understand and get up and think. Just go to your bed, lay down and call upon God and ask him, God, if you can't see the light, you can speak to God and ask him to shine a light and show you. He will. Can see. Oh, Jesus. Have mercy, have mercy. Jamaican. Don't listen, Jamaican. We are all in the diaspora. And we know what it is, right? We are here, we're working hard. And when you call upon us and ask us anything at all, it's not easy to just take it up and give. People who used to be able to just, when you call them and give, when them give on them notes, then give on because them are going to come ask if you do something. And when they ask if you do something, because of what they have done for you, you owe them. You owe them. So when them come and ask if you do the illegal things, you can't turn them down because them already pay you off. Is that you want to continue? That's the reason why many Jamaicans can't come to the diaspora because of what? People like those. And those are the people that the PMP create. Right? Create the evil people to come and use the innocent people. If it becomes a mule. Right? And that's what we're trying to cut out. That's what we can able. Right now, England looking back to see if the continuation of the security and everything in Jamaica, we can able to come back to England just with an invitation letter. Is that a good news? Right? That you mean you can still come here, just get an invitation letter and come here and come and work. You can work for 6 months and go back home to your country. You don't have to stay, but you get maximum 6 months to stay. Sure. Jamaican people, wake up and think about it. It's not England. You can go to Canada, you work and go back home. You understand? And then go back home, go do something with the little money you get. How much money you think Mark Golden and in surrogates them can give if you keep that's can give to children and grandchildren? Not much. A belly full, a drink. Come on, Jamaican people.
But outlaw, I just want to say something or to add something to what you are saying. But these people who are supporting Mark Golden cannot even trust Mark Golden to say that if Mark Golden wins, they will be getting anything. If you have noticed and you have watched a video where Mark Golden even went into the church and did not drop collection in the plate, this man does not give anybody anything at all. This man, when he was campaigning to get the leadership of the party, it is alleged that he used $10 million to buy out the delegates. To buy out the delegates so that he could get the leadership of the party. He ran a campaign telling the delegates that he's going to use $15 million to set up a trust fund for them. Up until this day, this man has not set up any farmer trust fund. This man took the raise when everybody were bashing the Prime Minister. Oh, we wicked because them took 300% raise. The Prime Minister withdraw his. The Prime Minister did not took his raise. Mark Golden went ahead and took his and said that he's going to set up a trust fund. Up until this day, there is no trust fund that this man set up. This man is collecting $28 million per month. He's getting more than what the Prime Minister is only getting $9 million. So this man is dangerous for our country. This man cannot be trusted no time at all. And this is always the PNP. Whenever they are in opposition and they want to come back in power, they create a scam fest. They create a scam fest. And we would have heard them and Crawford said it from 2020 that we must not take them serious because them a trickery. He said it. I remember when he came out with the rent to own and they were under heavy criticism by the media and Jamaican people. And when he went back on the platform to make clarifications, he said no, say it could work, but a tricky when a trickery. Now that's the same thing. I trick Jamaican people because they know that all of what they promised, there is no money in the budget to fund that. Because they are promising more than what is in the budget. So what is going to pay civil servants? What is going to pay civil servants and carry out the nation's business? Come on, people, don't be fooled. Use your brain. God gave all of us 5 senses. Use your sense wisely. If you do not understand, ask somebody who understands. Go to JIS, watch the achievements. Go to PBC, watch the achievements. I'm not going to tell you to go to TVJ or the Gleaner because they are campaigning for the People's National Party, so they will not highlight anything that is positive at the achievements.
Listen what this teacher have to say. Listen this what teacher you have to say. One teacher. Listen here.
Dear Jamaica, I am a teacher by profession, right? And I wanted to listen to what this man have to say. You see what he said? Make total sense. You understand? Say, him know what the people want to hear. You understand what I'm saying? Him know what the teachers they want to hear. But we have to be realistic. If you understand what I'm saying, we have to be realistic. Just listen what boss have to say. And tell me when it said to make sense.
I could play the game of the opposition and say to all the teachers and the public sector workers, yeah man, I'm going to give you the world. As previous politicians have done, and then turn around and stick you with a wage freeze. This country made a huge sacrifice 10 years ago to break from fiscal recklessness. And it hurts my heart to see the PNP try to reintroduce fiscal recklessness through its various promises which do not make any sense. All it is going to do is make you feel good and jump up, and then when the reality strikes, the reality may not be because of any bad management, you know. The reality may strike because of external factors. And when you spend all the money and you don't have what is called the buffers, the reserves that you put aside for the difficult times, then the people feel it. So think of it. How have we been able to increase the wage bill massively and still bring down the debt? Good government. Good government. I could play the game of the...
No, you see what I'm saying? A real thing in man attack people. Real thing. When man basically I say right now, campaign now, champagne later. He know exactly where teacher them want to hear. You understand what I say? And him could have made them empty promises there like what the other government have make. You understand what I say? But at the end of the day, the reality is there. And then later on down the corner now, trouble there. You say, if me did know. See there right now, see there, this is a logical evidence. Donald Trump is a perfect example. Donald Trump is a perfect example. Before the man got in power, I never say, he never talk certain things, you know. He never highlight certain things what he did do. But he never tell them everything. Those who put him in. When the man going up, a man change from them like green lizards. All them sorry. All heap of people they voting Donald Trump to the day. A cuss and a merman and said, if me did know. When that man going there and start being wicked. Some policies that emerge where they never think about. People, let me tell you something, man. Your prime minister here is honest. The man said could play the game at the opposition. It all makes sense. People think about the logics. Then the man don't know when we want to hear people. The man know what we want to hear. But everything can achieve in a one day. I know one day God take the Billy world. A 7 day God take the Billy world. Or 6 day and rest on the 7th day. You understand? Certain things have to accomplish gradually over time and somewhere bam. You understand people who have to be real with themselves. Love no man, love no, yeah.
Yes, I. For real. Man could have tell them say yes, we are going to the 100% or 50% on the one. But at the end of the day, when the reality hits, and something hit the country and they want the money, we never find it.
That's why if you notice our grandparents used to say, comfort to a fool You understand me?
Promise is a comfort to a fool.
Promise is a comfort to a fool. And only a fool person, only a fool person take a 30,000 and for the rest of 5 years them don't know where them will get another 30,000 from.
True.
So if, as I say, if you know within yourself and you are a true Jamaican and a reasonable Jamaican, it's best to take 50 chicken and 10 bagger feeding. At least you get a start in life. And if you reasonable to yourself and can able to sit down with a 50 bagger chicken there, a 50 bagger chicken they can make you be a millionaire. You understand? Because no matter what it is, God not gonna make the whole 50 chicken dead. You must make a profit. You must get some more time. But as soon as you get at the 30,000 and you go buy maybe one, listen, me have a nephew. And that the 30,000 they are one bottle of Hennessy's. Every day me have to. One bottle of Hennessy's 28,000 and it might gone up, you know. So the whole 30,000 can buy the one bottle of Hennessy's. Alright? So, people, you got to understand, you don't have to put in everything in life, you got to put your family first. And your family is your children. You understand me? Not your mother, not your father. Your family is your kid, your children. And you got to think for them. Because they are the future of the world. Right? Because when mom dead and grandma died, it's your kids and you will be the other person for them to look after. So you got to plant that they can come and reap. And as far as I can say, this government is planting, right? Planting for the young generation. PMP don't plant nothing. PMP reap. And the thing is that now, anything what them plant, it's evil. Because if you look back, I have no problem against marijuana. But what marijuana can do for us, it was there from the 70s. But although marijuana was there from the 70s, we wasn't living off of marijuana, we was living off of banana, coconut, all the other rest of fruits then we were living off of. It's not marijuana. Marijuana drop when it drop and it keep, but although it was dropping, right? And the money was running, the country still poverty because of mismanagement. One of the hard ganja man with them time, ganja did legal, almost legal in the 70s. We have a truck we go around named Cockpit Tick. You remember that truck, that brother there? Yes. And every day, every morning he come out, him send out in truck, he have trucks all over, like a quarry. And you know, when you see a Cactic truck pass, you know, say yes, the man, them a buy weed. So if you have good weed, then we buy it from you. Yes. So when them a talk about ganja illegal, then ganja never legal, and that man make money. But what that man have done for Jamaica? Eh? The same company him used to run, and if you work with him, then that's how it go. You understand? But I remember when people, everybody plant them banana, everybody plant them cane, everybody plant them yam, them orange, them grapefruit. And Chuck used to come round and chuck it. Nobody never have no interest or think about no weed. People are sell them fruit. Sometimes it reach your hockey. You pick the hockey and you put it down there. And you have for days the truck not turn up. Because of mismanagement and freeness. PMP come in with the free mentality. So the people them where you would have come and buy your fruits, them not turn up for weeks and the orange they there are ripe, overripe, and start rotten. The hockey start open, everything. People, your banana did there, your banana start ripe, and those are the things because the government start to do the handout, the freeness. So once the fruit them can't sell anymore. That's why I wish right now we can able to go back to the farming and farm and pick the fruits them how them supposed to pick. Because these fruits that come in the UK here, they are young fruit. It's a sin. And I'm telling all them people where I buy fruit and I say no over here, you need to stop pick the young fruit them. It's like you have no heart, no nothing in you. You pick off the young mango and say, how can you send a young mango? The young mango it come over here to sell. When it reach over here, it shrivel. When I say my brother, instead of it ripe, it because it's young, it not develop. Everybody in the diaspora is feeling it. That's why when you see a person leave and go to Jamaica and then get a mango, they say, Jesus have mercy. It's like they never eat a mango before. Or they never eat a banana before because them not have it, they don't get the taste over here like in Jamaica. Right?
Hold on there. Somebody say Westmoreland Green, St. Elizabeth Green, St. James Green, and over Green.
Well, that's prosperity. That's